There's really two ways to learn. You can learn by reading and understanding, or you can learn by doing. But the challenge with learning by doing is sometimes you don't like the outcome. We got some cruisers upset with cruise line policy, and finally, we have a cruise line offering a multi-device internet package. Is that exciting or not exciting? I got opinions. Cruise news and my views. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to La Lido Loca. La Lido Loca. I am your host, Tony, here with the latest cruise news and views for your face on a Tuesday, the 10th of September, 2024. And we got some cruise news popping. Cruise news story number one. The epic 9-month world cruise put forth by Royal Caribbean, their first one ever. Well, it came to an end. It came to an end with much bub and hubbub and fanfare. Now, I've been getting most of my insight into this world cruise from the YouTubers Living Phase 2. They posted this really cool picture of them and Michael Bailey on the last day of the cruise, and then they've also disembarked. And so, yeah, it's over, but it begs the question, will there be another? What's interesting is when Michael Bailey was talking to the folks, he did say that there will be another world cruise. So this is success. The details are not available yet other than the yes, there will be. So yeah, first foray into the world cruise space by Royal Caribbean, apparently successful. And but we'll stay tuned to see what the next. Could you do nine? I don't think I could do 9 months on a cruise. Cruise news story number two. Carnival Cruise Line has notoriously been a cruise line that only offered one device for their internet package. And I tell you what, it's a challenge, especially as someone who uses the internet as often as I do. I know not everybody is in that boat, but if you could for a second, put yourself in the shoes of somebody that is in that boat. Boat shoes. That's what we're talking about, boat shoes. Often I go on these cruise ships and I need to use both my handheld device, my cellular telephone, and I'll need to use some sort of secondary device, a laptop, MacBook, when I'm uploading or editing a video, iPad when I just want to play a fun game of Wingspan with my wife. And I have to jockey to get one device unlogged in and another device logged in. And other cruise lines, they address this problem by offering a multi-device offering for their internet. And well, the day has come. Ring the bell, tell a friend, wake somebody up. Carnival Cruise Line will be offering a multi-device Wi-Fi package on their cruise ships. The offering will be on their upgraded internet package, which allows you to stream, do like Skype calls and Zoom. This is what I find. There's other people besides people that create content for a living. If you're thinking about people that may teach a class online or take a class online, a lot of times you need multiple devices. You need that ability to Zoom if you're going to continue to do your business during the day but relax at night. There are definitely some use cases for it. And so now Carnival has opened it up. They just have the one device plan, and then they have the 4-device plan. The one device plan is like $15 a day. And this is where it gets to be troublesome. The 4-device plan is $75 a day. $75 a day. Again, it's good because you want the multi-device, but maybe you only need 2 or 3. So now it's either $15 a day for one device or $75 a day for multiple devices. And it does seem like I shouldn't be complaining because the big ask was to have multiple devices, but let's work that out practically. Holy moly, calculator. Say you're taking a 7-day cruise and you need multiple devices. So that's 7 times $75. So if you want to have internet on your cruise, and think about it, like the internet here for the business internet is about $150 a month. That's for 30 or 31 days. So if you want to use the internet, if you want to do business on a cruise ship and you need multiple devices, at least Carnival, $525. Yeah, it's all part of doing business, but for people that aren't doing business, that seems very expensive. I don't know any other way around it. It's expensive for these companies to provide satellite internet, and certainly the amount of resources they have to put for people to help troubleshoot the internet, it goes well beyond just what the raw cost of the internet would be. So certainly I can understand while there would be a premium charge, but It's a lot. I tell you what, Princess has really done an amazing thing with their Premier Plus package, because they are making it almost hard to go on any other cruise line and kind of price out what you're going to get on the other cruise line. So that Premier package is $90 a day, but it's unlimited drinks. It includes your gratuity. It includes up to 4 devices of high-speed internet. It gives you all the photographs that you want. It gives you unlimited specialty dining. I know they're all in the same Carnival family, and I like other cruise lines as much as Princess, if not better. But when it comes to trying to knock around the cost of cruising, Princess is really making a play. And again, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It leaves you conflicted. If price is one of those things that is part of your decision-making process for cruising, you have to start looking at these secondary things. Or, you can say, look, I'm just not going to use the internet for a week, and I'm not going to get any drinks for a week. You can definitely go that route. That's certainly there, but I don't think most people go and try to go zero on their cruise. Look, I'm glad Carnival is offering a multi-device internet, but I just wish it was less expensive. But that's the game we're playing here. So I don't know. What do you think? Is this an exciting move? Is that $75 a turnoff? Do you wish there was a 2-device pack? I guess we could armchair this thing forever, but at least Carnival's in the game with multi-device. There you go. All right, let's move over to people learning things the hard way. But before we get there, let me quickly invite you to subscribe. If you like staying up to date with everything going on in cruising, please consider subscribing with the notification bell on. That way you don't miss out on any of these episodes, and you'll be a hero at the water cooler when people are asking questions about cruise vacations. You'll be big brain in it, or at least you'll have my mushy brain worth of information inside of your brain, which could be scary. Forget I said that. It's a good thing. Subscribe. Thank you in advance. All right, if I can quote the poets, Kevin Max, Michael Tate, and Toby Mac. Some people gotta learn the hard way. Yeah, I'm the kind of guy that likes to find out for myself. That song was best performed by Ludacris, though. Shout out Ludacris. There's some people that have to learn the hard way. 2 examples coming from Carnival Cruise Line. The first one is a dude that is super duper angry and upset, ready to pop off, as it were, because he was forced to return to his cruise ship when he disembarked in Nassau in the Bahamas. Now, I don't know how far this gentleman made it into the Bahamas, but he was told to return to the cruise ship because he was wearing the camouflage. I don't even know how they saw him if he had on camouflage. But that's what I would have done. I would have just stayed real still in my camouflage and John Cena'd him. You can't see me. Of course, now the guy's upset with Carnival because he wore camouflage to a place where he can't wear camouflage, and he didn't know no better, and he learned the hard way. And so, here's the announcement. If you're going on a cruise, if you're a first-time cruiser, I probably need to make a video of like, hey, first-time cruisers, this is the big deals you want to run into. Some places you can't wear camouflage. And so either omit camouflage from your wardrobe or don't go to those places. Now, this next person that had to learn the lesson the hard way, it's a doozy. I think I would just like to read their words in a dramatic interpretation, if I can. Now, presenting the stylings of Anthony Barnett on a social media post. Here we go. I was victimized on my Carnival cruise. This isn't my first cruise. I have cruised with other cruise lines. It's pretty normal to grab a few rolls and some meats and some cheese, some fruit, a cookie to take off the boat while you're in port. I'm not talking about a feast. Who's talking about a feast? I was putting this into a plastic container when a worker told me I could not do it. He took the food and emptied it into the garbage. So this rude and prejudiced worker would rather waste food than me and my kids eat it on the beach in Cozumel. Yeah, so look, I can completely, this lady, not a feast. I mean, she's taking the meat. What would make it a feast? So she's got the meat, the fruit, the cookies, the rolls, If she had a suckling pig that had been roasted over a fire, I guess maybe that would have made it a feast. She takes all this food, she sticks it in a plastic container, it gets noticed by a cruise ship worker, they dump it out, and now she is upset. You can't take food off in Cozumel. You can't take food off in most cruise ports. Sometimes you can get by with like a sealed bottle of water. Like if they're at the exit selling you a sealed bottle of water or soda, you can do that, but most countries do not want you to inject food into their ecosystem. There's ramifications I can't even begin to understand. 2 words. It seems like it should be 1 word, but 2 words. Boll weevil. Boll weevil. That's what came to mind as I was saying the word ramifications. Boll weevil. This is an insect that decimated cotton production in Texas in the late 1800s. It was an insect that came from Central America and Mexico and somehow crossed the Rio Grande in the 1890s. And I think that's the point. I think that's the ramification. It doesn't seem like an apple out to Mexico is going to make a big deal, but you don't really know what you might be bringing into an ecosystem that doesn't belong in an ecosystem and therefore destroying part of the ecosystem unintentionally. And I think that's the ramification. That's why you can't take food off the cruise ship in most places. This one does seem like another first-time cruiser warning. Of course, she said that she's cruised a million times and she's taking a picnic, maybe not a feast, taking a picnic off board with her. I don't know. Carnival says no to the fruit and every other thing, and it's just part and parcel for that cruise life. What do you think? Do you think this is reasonable, unreasonable? Do you take food off the cruise ship? What constitutes a feast? Some people got to learn the hard way. Thank you so much for checking out today's episode. Live shows tonight. Make sure you come back and watch the live show. Jenny B will be here. This is Tony for La Lido Loca. Until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye.